Jefferson school of mine, school of the blue and gold, we're always for her in spirits untold.
Hello, and welcome to Jefferson Today. I'm Robert Lee.
And I'm Kay Hunter. This is our first show of the year. We've been taking time up until now to learn the skills of producing our own news show.
That's right. We had to light the set, learn how to use all the studio equipment, and of course, we had to learn how to use the portable cameras and how to edit.
Not to mention how to write and produce the news stories. But now that we've done that, we want to give you a look at some of the things happening here at Jefferson, the home of the demos this year.
To begin with, you may have heard that after 102 years at community high school and several changes the last 14 years, Jefferson will be changing again and will be different when the school starts this coming September. Here's reporter Bridget Lang with the story.
There has been a lot of hype in the Portland Public Schools district lately about the conversion of Jefferson High School into a middle college. While many students have previously been a part of Jefferson's partnership with Portland Community College, the school board has decided to expand this already existing program for the benefit of more students. In the past, students have walked over to PCC during the day, after school, and on weekends to take classes with other PCC students. One student, Michael Nelson, graduated from Jefferson into his sophomore year at Portland State University. Over the past 6 years, several Jefferson students have attended PCC, but that will change with the start of the middle college program.
Now, it is expected that every single student who comes into Jefferson will be taking classes here at PCC.
The middle college program can provide classes that meet many different interests from students. Students can take any class they meet the placement level for, whether it is Math 243 or Art 112. Math teacher Joseph Ballman and social studies teacher Wendy Shelton are both on the middle college implementation team and have been helping to design the optimal middle college experience for Jeff students.
When you open up the catalog that PCC has to offer, you're opening up a huge range of different interests that students might find.
I think people are really going to take a look at the course offerings over at PCC and see where they can kind of take themselves to the next level.
Some students choose not to take advantage of the middle college program because they feel it will be too difficult to keep up with the rigorous college courses. But many of the students that never thought about going to college before are now going on to become whatever they want to be.
Once they come in and kind of take a class and begin to feel comfortable here and begin to develop the belief that they can be successful in college, and they are successful.
Jefferson High School teachers and staff have been getting together for committee meetings and information nights to let the community know what Jefferson is going to look like in the future. The team put on 6 information nights throughout January and February.
The information nights where we presented to the community were really, really powerful.
Taking college classes while still in high school gives students the experience they need to know what college will be like before they get thrown into the college experience all on their own. Jefferson senior, Monterey Hill, has been taking classes at PCC since fall term.
It's adding on and helping me with my writing in high school that I can use.
Jefferson has proposed many ideas in the past with hopes of bringing back the School of Champions, both academically and athletically. Joe Ballman has been here to see the last few years of Jefferson's fluctuating reputation, and he thinks now it is our time.
Saying this is finally our chance to get it right.
This has been Bridget Lang reporting for Jefferson Today.
Bridget Lang, who reported that story, is already taking classes at PCC as a freshman. She'll probably have completed 2 years of college by the time she graduates Jefferson High School.
There are some really great opportunities for students at Jefferson. Not only in the future, but right now. There's Ashley Merriweather with a look at the health fair that was held here in April, where students had the chance to learn about many areas of healthy living.
Tuesday through Thursday, April 5th through 7th, 2011, Jefferson High School had a Health Awareness Week during lunch, hosted by the Youth Advisory Council, YAC. This week was devoted to informing students at Jeff about their health in the school-based health clinic. The first day was devoted health and fitness. Second was sex education, and the last day was drug and alcohol education. Students participated in games like a wheel spin and a raffle to win gift cards and other prizes. Armanda Clay participated in the wheel spin game, where she had to spin the wheel and answer a question based on the category to win a prize.
I participated in all the activities, did the spin raffle, all that. You should always use protection during sex, and not alcohol isn't really good for you. It destroys your insides.
Megan Ackerman is the coordinator of Youth Advisory Council and was the head of the Health Awareness Week. YAC is a program in Jefferson to keep students aware of their health and the opportunities and services given in the school health clinic.
YAC is a group of students who are interested in health, and they build awareness in the school around important health issues that affect teens, and they also promote the school-based health centers. They do like a bunch of different activities like the Health Awareness Weeks, or we've done raffles. We've also done some presentations and stuff, so they're very active in the school.
Freshman Bridget Lang is a member of YAC and did one of the health awareness stations.
I worked on the games. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, we had the Wheel of Fortune, basically, and I was the one to ask the questions and then tell them where to pick out the prizes. And then on Thursday, we had a prize toss, and so me and Laura were like working together for that one, where she would hand the balls and I'd ask the questions.
YAC's Health Awareness Week will help Jefferson students think twice when it comes to sex, drugs, and alcohols, and also help them make healthy lifestyle choices in food and exercise.
The main goal was that students would be more informed about what they can get from the health center, and also just topics on each thing. So when they were playing the games, the whole point was that they would be answering questions about the topics and learning more about those topics when they either got it right or wrong, but then still being like attracted to it because of like the prizes.
I think that it will be very beneficial for students who are still in Jefferson for a couple more years, and they know that the health center is here and they can come down here whenever they have any kind of health issues. But also for those seniors who are graduating, that it makes them think about healthy living and healthy decisions that they can carry on to their jobs in the future, when they start raising their own families, when they go off to college, whatever.
I think it was good for all the students at Jefferson, because some people may be uneducated about the stuff that they taught us about health.
This is Ashley Merriweather reporting for Jefferson Today.
Thanks, Ashley, for that report. You know, one way to stay healthy is to be active, and one way to stay active during the school day is in PE class. Here's reporter Chris Holloway and a look at Mr. Roos's 7th period PE class.
For Portland Public Schools, you need 1 gym credit in order to graduate high school. At Jefferson High School, Mr. Roos is one of the gym teachers. He teaches all freshmen in his 7th period class. In his class, students get the opportunity to experience a wide variety of activities. In his class, students must first dress down and then do the daily warm-ups. The daily warm-ups are done so that students won't get cramps or injure themselves.
We do our daily warm-ups because I don't want kids to get hurt in PE class. They need to make sure they get warmed up.
Last quarter, students engage in an activity called circuit training. In this activity, they go to many different stations to work on their muscle groups until many muscle groups have been worked, such as triceps, biceps, and abdominal muscles. Some of these stations include push-ups, sit-ups, and staircase run.
I think circuit training is important because it's fitness and it relates to physical fitness, and all these kids need to have lifelong activities that they can do when they get older, and lifting and circuit training is part of that.
Another activity in gym class was Chinese wall. In this activity, the teacher chooses 4 students to stand on the half-court line and spread out. The rest of the class stands against the wall. The object for the people on the line is to prevent the people on the wall from getting to the other side. The object for the kids on the wall is to run to the other side without being tagged by the ones on the half-court line. If a student gets tagged, they are put on the line. The last one not to get caught wins. Freshman Terrell Ironton enjoyed it a lot.
I enjoyed it because it's fun to get around, run around, try not to be tagged, and no one can catch you.
Students recently started a unit in track. Each student races with 3 other students of the same gender at a time. Freshman Joshawn Woods felt very good about track.
It was like fun to get out here and run, with the rest of my classmates, and just like do good.
Some of the students who volunteer or are chosen by the teacher stand at the finish line of the distance being ran and time one of the students who are running. The student with the best time receives extra credit points.
I think track was a good unit for us. We're still in the middle of it right now. I think it's something that everyone can get used to doing and running is something that's very easy. We don't need any equipment. And also, a lot of people do like track. And I think it's important here because it's something they can also do throughout their whole lives, just run and do different stuff within the track.
Gym class is a great class for students who want the opportunity to experience a wide variety of activities, as well to get the credit they need to graduate high school. In Mr. Roos's gym class, students get the chance to learn new things and play different games. Students get a workout and are guaranteed to have a great time. This has been Chris Holloway, reporting for Jefferson Today.
Nice job, Chris. Jefferson is known as the School of Champions for our many successes at athletics over the years. One sport in which the Demos are aiming for future greatness is volleyball. Here's reporter and team member Trisina Edinger with more for us.
Volleyball season may be over, but for 4 Jefferson volleyball players, the preparation continues under the direction of Asnagash Yomo, known as AZ.
This year's varsity team appointments, I have planning a beach trip just to promote unity and team bonding. So it's going to be a 3-day event.
Other than coaching volleyball, she is doing many other things to give back to her community.
I'm a senior at Fulton State University. I'm studying psychology and public health, and I do cancer research at OHSU, studying the effects of sulforaphane on prostate cancer cells. I do volunteer work for tutoring students with disabilities, autistic children.
Coach AZ is looking forward to the new season.
I'm excited. I'm very excited to coach this year's varsity team. It's nothing that I haven't done already. I'm just excited just to really get my hands on them and really develop them to the potential that they could definitely be. It's showtime, and I think it's really time for Jefferson volleyball team to really shine. And so I'm excited.
Even after no wins from last year's season, the expectations will be extremely high.
I expect a lot of maturity, individually and as a group. It's just improvement. You know, like there's a lot of girls who have talent, but they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to focus their skills, and so if I can get them to focus their skills and learn how to work together as a team, they can accomplish anything.
Angelina Miner is the middle blocker for Jefferson High School.
If I make it on varsity again, coming in as a sophomore.
She was the JV coach for the 2010 season, so Angelina Miner didn't have much interaction with AZ, but being on SEI's club team has given them a chance to come together closer.
I love Asnagash. She's the best coach ever. Like, she's just like my sister, but like when you get on the court, you better play hard or she gonna get you.
Jefferson volleyball team and their coach are working hard getting ready for the upcoming season and hoping for a winning season. This has been Trisina Edinger reporting for Jefferson Today.
Nice job, Trisina, and we hope you and the team do well next year. Not only is Jefferson itself changing, but the neighborhood as well. Over the past few years, Alberta, Mississippi, and Williams Avenues have seen a lot of development. Reporter Andy Schmeeks took a look at just one of the places on Williams.
Located on the corner of Williams and Shaver, Soundridge School of Music is a top-quality music education school designed around a fun and welcoming environment. Since 2008, Soundridge has been an outlet for musical instruction that is built around the premise of individuality and freedom of expression. I sat down with guitar instructor JT Locke to talk about Soundridge. JT has been playing guitar for 19 years and has been teaching in private instruction, including rock, jazz, classical, blues, and songwriting lessons for the last 5. First, I found out what inspired him to start teaching music and what he enjoys about his job here at Soundridge.
Teaching music is we have the freedom to teach our style the way we want while helping the students learn what they need to know and then giving them the tools so they can make their own music, because I like to stress songwriting so students have the tools and the ability to use those tools to make their own music.
The next person I talked to was Farrah Heath. She and her husband founded Soundroots in 2008, and she has been the director of operations since. I had the pleasure of learning about the philosophy behind Soundroots and the response it got when it first opened 3 years ago.
We've had a really great response. We've probably had about 1,000 students in the last 2 years, and I think people really had a need for it and appreciate it. It's been really great. The idea was to create a place that custom tailored music education to each individual student, and the theory was that music is it's such an intimate process, it's such a personal thing that we couldn't teach from one book for every student. We really wanted it to be something that spoke to each individual student. So we hired teachers from a really diverse amount of backgrounds so that we could really fit students to their teachers and work with music that each student really felt connected to and not try to force feed specifics to them, and really give students an opportunity to learn how to love music.
I was interested to know what the best part of their jobs are, and they were happy to tell me.
I enjoy about teaching all my students from guitar to piano, range, different ages, different styles of music. So as a musician, it keeps me on top, learning all these different songs from different bands and stuff like that, and just experiencing different music with different students.
The best thing, students like you. It's really cool to watch kids and adults alike really find a passion for music and be able to, essentially change their lives and see how music affects them. And it's really an honor to be able to give that to people.
Andy isn't just a reporter. He's also a musician and has made some of the music in today's show. Way to go, Andy.
People come from all over Portland to attend Jeff. Some even come from outside of Portland to participate in the dance program.
And some of the students come from all over the world. When students come to Jeff and need to learn English, they have classes with ELL teacher Mike Cullerton.
Ina Arega and Iana Uturakul, who are Mr. Cullerton's class, teamed up for this report.
Michael Carton is an ESL teacher at Jefferson High School. He has been working with ESL students since 1998. Mr. Cullerton's come to school.
I get here about 7:15.
After school,
I go on the computer sometimes and catch up with the news. I watch a little TV, listen to music, but most of all, I read.
One of his interests which led him to become an ESL teacher.
I really like books and reading and writing, and I studied that in college and then said, well, what am I going to do with this? And I said, well, all teenagers will be like me and they'll love to read and write. And so I thought I'd be a teacher.
Mr. Cullerton went to All Boys Central Private Catholic High School, which was very strict and taught him a lot about literature. He was a student in class of 1969. He was involved in a lot of school activities.
I tried out for sports my freshman year, but I was never very good at sports, so I didn't do it after that. What else did I? Oh, I was on the school newspaper. Yeah, I wrote for the school newspaper, so that was something.
High school life in the early years
were kind of bad. I felt like people picked on me. I was kind of shy, and I was in the class for so-called smart kids. And I think people used to make fun of us and call us nerds and stuff. And one day, we were playing basketball in the gym, and a bunch of guys started teasing us and yelling at us, saying we couldn't play basketball. So I jumped on this guy and started fighting him and got in big trouble. But he was bigger than me, so he knocked me down. But then by junior year, senior year, I started to make some friends and had a group of friends that I hung out with and did things with. And then I really had a lot of fun, like 18, 19, 20 years old when I went to college.
Something that he regrets and got frustrated with is
it was in my senior year, I played around too much. I was a pretty good student for 3 years, and my senior year, I kind of goofed off. And then when I wanted to go to college, it was a lot more difficult. So I think that right when I started getting ready to apply to colleges, that was the frustrating time.
Mr. Cullerton really enjoys teaching. He also encourages students to.
All students have things they're interested in, and then if you can find that and build on it, connect to it, then they can see that, hey, this has a connection to my life. This is interesting. I can use this.
His educational philosophy is
life is infinitely interesting. There's always new things to learn and find out about, and everybody has this curiosity inside them. So the teacher's job is to kind of to wake that up in every student.
And that loss he shared with us.
I'll retire from teaching. I probably would like to travel and see some more of the world that I haven't seen yet, and maybe do some writing and reading. I love to read, and maybe do some things to help people, like join the Peace Corps or something like that. Help people build houses, plant gardens, stuff like that.
Go work Anat and Iana. It's nice to get to learn a bit more about a teacher.
You know, ELO students aren't the only ones who have support here at Jeff. SCI is partnered with Jefferson, and all incoming demos have access to their services. Michaela Johnson decided to give us a closer look.
Self-Enhancement Incorporated is a program founded by Tony Hobson Sr. designed to help youth succeed. SCI has programs in 3 Portland high schools, Jefferson, Grant, and Benson. Whenever kids have something on their mind, they can go to the SCI office. Coordinators work with around 30 students and get to know them well. SCI works with families and teachers as well as the students to make sure that the students will be successful. It is important for students to have great relationships with their coordinators. Jimmy Thompson is also a basketball coach.
Being an SCI coordinator, I've gotten the opportunity to build, life-changing relationship with students, both changing my life and also their life. I get the opportunity to hang around kids, give them information of life experience that I've experienced, that they'll soon experience, and just the opportunity to build relationships with kids has been the most impactful thing for me as an SCI. And that was hard because I was once an SCI student, so it kind of came hand in hand with me going through the program, knowing the program. It was kind of a good fit. And then I came back this past September. I think I was rehired because, one, my ability to build relationship with kids, education background. Academics is one of the biggest things, so we're always really pushing kids to attend class, participate, be on time, do all your schoolwork, and good grades. That's our, I think, one of our biggest focuses.
Sarah Lawrence graduated from Jefferson the year 2000 and is now back as an SEI coordinator.
After-school programming is usually on Monday and Wednesday from about 6 to 9 p.m. The kids usually come in and they can start doing their homework right away. 6:30 to 7, they eat dinner. Dinner is served in the cafeteria. And at 7:15, what we have is called Gym Talk. And Gym Talk is usually the announcements of the day, check-ins at each school, as well as different things that are coming up.
Not only does SEI have activities in school, they also have a Black College Tour, a summer school program, and also summer jobs. SEI also helps the community by getting the kids to participate in Meals on Wheels and by picking up trash around the neighborhood. The SEI staff encourages kids to get good grades by rewarding them with cash and field trips. Students with grade point averages of 3.5 or above are gold card recipients, and 3.0 and above get blue cards. Students get to go on field trips based on their cards. Gold card winners have more upscale trips. 97% of SEI students attend college. Every year that high school students who are in SEI graduate, SEI picks one honorable student to give a full ride scholarship to. SEI is a component that helps students be successful because it's a partnership between the student, the family, and the school. Starting next year, all Jefferson students will have the opportunity to participate in SEI. Kayla Johnson, reporting for Jefferson Day.
That was nice, Michaela. Next year, all the incoming freshmen get to take the advantages of SEI's services. So they'll be able to go on field trips and have a coordinator to help them succeed.
For our last feature, we are going to take a look at a field trip that one of the after-school groups took here at Jeff, along with some of the students from other Portland area schools. Here's reporter Trey Morris.
To MC&M's clinic across the street and got to see the treatment rooms while patients were getting acupuncture. This is only one of the many field trips that HCOP has gone on this year. HCOP students have gone to OHSU twice to look at traditional techniques, and with this field trip, students got to see how different naturopathy is compared to traditional medicine.
The big difference between allopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine, also known as osteopathic medicine, is that allopathic medicine is the kind that you kind of typically think of when you think of a doctor. So it's very like science-oriented and very driven by research and like medications and that kind of thing. So it's very, very scientific. Whereas naturopathic has been a type of medicine it's gone through the ages, so all the way back to ancient Chinese medicine.
This field trip was a good way for the students to see different sides of the medical field and help them decide what they might want to do in the future. This has been Ronald Morris reporting for Jefferson Today College and saw classrooms, the library, and looked in the cadaver lab.
My favorite part was going to see the cadavers.
After the tour of NCNM, the HCOP students went to NCNM's clinic across the street and got to see the treatment rooms while patients were getting acupuncture. This is only one of the many field trips that HCOP has gone on this year. HCOP students have gone to OHSU twice to look at traditional techniques, and with this field trip, students got to see how different naturopathy is compared to traditional medicine.
The big difference between allopathic medicine and naturopathic medicine, also known as osteopathic medicine, is that allopathic medicine is the kind that you kind of typically think of when you think of a doctor. So it's very like science-oriented and very driven by research and like medications and that kind of thing. So it's very, very scientific. Whereas naturopathic has been a type of medicine it's gone through the ages, so all the way back to ancient Chinese medicine.
This field trip was a good way for the students to see different sides of the medical field and help them decide what they might want to do in the future. This has been Ronald Morris reporting for Jefferson Today.
That was Trey's first report for Jefferson Today. We're hoping for many more in the future, but unfortunately he's moving on and won't be able to attend Jefferson anymore. We'll miss him.
That about brings us to the end of our first Jefferson Today show of the year.
Keep an eye or two out for more. They're going to leave you with a look at this year's performing of the Jefferson dancers at the Bartlett Center of the Performing Arts.
We hope that you enjoyed the show. This has been Kay Hunter
and Robert Lee for Jefferson Today.
They want me, but ain't never had nobody put it on me. Hey, keep doing what you're doing, cause it ain't been done to me. Keep doing what you're doing, cause it ain't been done to me. Fever in the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever, that is
What have you changed? Where did you leave your mark? Your time is up.
All I get is my stars. Tuesday beat the name. Freshest in the game. I'm really trend setting. They copy everything. Craft is so ill. My swag is really sick. All I eat is gourmet. Cause my squadron beat is ish.
Jefferson Day, when they come to news, you know we don't play. Keep it hotter than the desert on a hot summer day. Home of the demos, pride and champions. Who up and down with the battle champion. You want updates on sports? We got it from grassy fields to indoor courts. This was popping. We got words on the streets and in the office. Other schools' news don't want none, get off us. Jefferson, tell a friend. Jefferson, ready, let's begin.